Sperm is an alien to a woman's body, and when sperm enters woman's body, her immune system rises to attack it. But when sperm goes through the prostate gland of a man, it takes on an immune suppressant property. So when woman's immune system rises to attack, the immune suppressant property of sperm knocks back her immune system and sperm survives. But woman's body has memory, and every time her husband's sperm enters her, her immune system rises to attack and says, oh, it's husband, we'll just stand back. But can you imagine how damaging it is if a woman has multiple partners? It has a very damaging effect on her immune system. And can you imagine how damaging it is in the area of anal sex? It can be devastating to the immune system. Sperm is an alien to a woman's body. And when...
This is the book of Ephesians 5:31. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh. Shalom, shalom. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahushai being the name for his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls God, and Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone, that taught us truth and will. And salutations to you, hopeful elect person of truth and all sincerity. This is Brother what's up? Come to listen spirit power Yahweh Shai. Just came across that video and I thought I'd share it. Going into Slovakia, two becoming one flesh. Okay. So as you can see here, it's not natural for a woman to be having multiple partners. And this woman is bringing out the biological and medical information on it, on how it's bad for you. You know, you're supposed to belong to one man, one husband. You know, you're supposed to be one flesh. Okay? And also want to throw this out here, start off with this precept. Genesis 24:67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent, and took Rebekah, and she became his wife. And he loved her, and Isaac was comforted after his mother's death. This right here shows you that the act of sex is what constitutes marriage, not a holy matrimony, you know, or ordained minister lawfully pronouncing you husband and wife with a contract. That is not what constitutes marriage. The Lord's way is the act of sex. That's why even when you do the legal marriage part, when you finish with your vows, they tell you, now go and seal the marriage. And what does that mean? That means to go have sex, okay? A man was supposed to go into a woman, take her virginity, and she becomes his wife, all right? So the act of sex equals marriage, all right? And so the other part of marriage is you become one flesh. The woman's body gets adjusted to every man that she accepts in. And when it's another man, another sperm, it throws her immune system off, okay? And then you have other things that come out, such as autoimmune disease, all right, which is AIDS, okay? All right, so, and then your body gets your imbalances, and you have other things that can happen. You can get breast cancer and severe mental disorders because you had so many partners. You know, your body, your brain, your spirit also conforms to a man to please him, to be able to get along with him. You know, you begin to think like him, share some of his thoughts. You know what he's thinking before he even thinks or does it. It's because you're one flesh. You've been joined unto a man. Okay? And this is the natural order. Men are naturally supposed to have multiple women, multiple wives. And you see the count of this in scriptures with Abraham. Okay, he had wives and concubines, multiple. This is his family tree. Okay, and then go down further down to his son Jacob. All right, look how many wives he had: Zilpah, Leah, Rachel, and Bilhah. And that is the father of the 12 tribes of Israel, which are the chosen lineage, the chosen people. We would not have that if it wasn't for this natural ordained order of a man having multiple wives, okay, multiple concubines. It's taboo in other parts of the world, eastern parts of the world, for monogamy, man, just one woman. They look at you like you're crazy. You got women that come out and say, hey, you can't marry me unless you marry another woman, because they understand the importance and the benefit. All right, going on further, this is the future of the natural order. Isaiah 4:1, it says, in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel, Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. When a woman takes your name, okay, that's a sign that she is married unto you, for the rest of the people to know. She carries your last name. So you're going to have 7 women trying to get the last name of one man. That natural order is going to be restored. Okay? Going into some of that evidence that she brought out, Ecclesiastes 26:10. If that daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty. All these freedoms that women have, they can go out to these clubs and go to bars by themselves. They can go, concerts, all types of different places where they interact with other men. They meet up with other men and have all these male friends, and then that's what happens. She abuses herself. She allows herself to, have another man go in unto her. She becomes a harlot, a whore, concubine. It says, watch over an imputed eye, and marvel not if she trespass against thee. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he hath found a fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every edge she will sit down, and open her quiver against every arrow. So then it goes into being a slut. Sucking rod, open her mouth as a thirsty traveler, getting full of semen, and then also open her quiver, her vagina, and letting multiple men go inside of her. Then she begins to get ill. Her body, gets down. Her countenance changes. She begins to have blemishes in her skin. The Lord begins to judge women that live this way. Look at these porn stars, man. That's why they got to wear so much makeup to hide the judgment that the Lord has put on them. Okay? This is the book of Deuteronomy 24:4. Her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife. After that she is defiled. For that is abomination before Yahweh. And thou shalt not cause the land to sin which Yahweh thy God giveth thee for an inheritance. So when a man has put away a woman, and she allows another man to go up inside of her, she spreads her quiver again. Okay? And she becomes a wife to another man. That man, you can't go back to her. She's done. She's defiled. Her body, her chemistry has been conformed to other man. She's going to go through a phase of change chemically. Some type of STD is going to be created, and then she's going to have to try to find ways to get rid of it, and her body has to get reacclimated to this new man. And every DNA from every man a woman sleeps with, that woman brung out, it retains memory. So she begins to take on attributes of personality traits from each man that she sleeps with. So she just becomes a gigantic psychological mess. Women stick with one man only. Okay? This is 1 Corinthians 7, verse 2. It says, nevertheless, to avoid fornication, let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband. So women, you're supposed to have your own husband, okay? And you stick with them, through thick and thin. Okay, so the wife has not power of her own body, but the husband. So your husband has power over your body. You don't give that power to another man. Because likewise, the husband has not power of his own body, but the wife. Right, so the husband is not to defraud you of sex. Okay, reconstitute the marriage, reseal it every time with sex. It says, defraud ye not one another, except it be with consent. So it's just agreed upon. The husbands put the order for a time that you may give yourselves to fasting and prayer. So if this is the biblical form of separation. Separation sometimes is necessary. It's definitely necessary when she's on her cycle. You're not supposed to be around her for that 7-day time period. I believe it actually goes up to 14 days. She's unclean for the first 7, and she has to get reclean for another 7. So you need that separation, man. Okay? And when you're separated, you are to be fasting and praying. It says, and come together again, that Satan tempt you not for your incontinency. So you don't want to be tempted by the devil to commit adultery with another man's wife. And a woman, you don't want to be tempted by the devil to commit adultery on your husband. Okay? This is verse 10. It says, and unto the married I command, yet not I, but Yahweh, let not the wife depart from her husband. But, and if she depart, right, for separation reasons, let her remain unmarried. or be reconciled to her husband, and let not the husband put away his wife. So there you have it. It doesn't say the husband has to remain unmarried. No. As you've seen on that chart, that family tree, it's natural order for a husband to have multiple wives. Not you women. You cannot have that. That dominion is not given unto you. Your body is not created for it. Okay? That's why you have to carry a child for 9 months. Men don't carry no child for 9 months. They just keep reproducing and bring out a whole nation. You can't do that, women. Okay? So, just a quick hit lesson, man, based on what that video came across. Lord's will, this lesson's edifying, though. I'm going to go ahead and close out. We give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Bashim, Kakadash, to our apostles and elders, a great millstone that taught us his truth and will well. And citations to Jehovah, like person is truth and honesty, sincerity. Shalom.